How do you get a mortgage pre-approval? Come, have a seat. We'll talk about it. I'm going to guide you step by step. All right, I'm going to give you the quick overview first. Step number 1, apply online. Step number 2, make sure that you talk to the loan officer and go through your application in case you put something in there that was wrong unintentionally, because it happens so much. Step number 3, provide all your documents that they need. And step number 4, they should be able to issue your pre-approval. Sounds a little easier than it is, right? Not so much. I mean, it is pretty much that easy, but let's dive in a little bit deeper. Now, before I do that, if it's your first time to the channel, my name is Stephanie, and I've been a loan officer for 18 years. I also wrote the book called Mortgage Peace. You can check that out on Amazon or Audible. And I would love to help you with your loan. I'm licensed in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. I can't help in other states, but I love promoting videos on the channel or creating content on the channel to help everyone around the country, even those that I can't be your loan officer. All right, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button and hit the bell to be notified. Now that's enough of that. Let's move back onto our topic. Pre-approval and how do you get it? All right, first thing you want to do before you do step 1 is you actually want to try to figure out what lender or what loan company might you want to work with. Again, I want to help you if you're in my states, but if you're not, where can you go? Ask some friends and family for suggestions of who they've had a good experience with. If you're working with a real estate agent, which I hope you're not, because I want you to get pre-approved before you find the agent and before you look for the house. But let's say that you do have an agent already, ask them. They probably have experience working with some good and reputable lenders. Now, once you've figured out who it is that you likely want to work with, start there. Give them a call, jump online, do the application. When you do the application, some quick and easy tips are always round down. If you've got $8,000 in your checking account, but at one point you had 10, please don't write 10,000, write 8,000. It's got to be verified. If you make between 40 and 60,000 a year, then don't put 60. Please don't put 60. Maybe put 50 or calculate the average or use the lower just to be safe so you don't have any surprises down the way. Make sure you list your full legal name. You would be shocked at how many people enter the wrong data even when it starts with their name. And that means a credit report gets pulled wrong, and that means another one has to be pulled, and you don't want to do that. It's not the end of the world, but it's just steps you can avoid and hiccups that you can absolutely avoid. So make sure you put your full legal name that matches your driver's license and your social security card. If they're different, that's a shocker too, how often that is. Default to the social security card, please. Now, once you've done that application, you want to call or let the loan officer call you. But if you don't hear from them, let's say give them a day, okay? If you don't hear from them, then call them. You want to ask that you can please go through the application with them that you completed. Because things like maybe you lived in your current home for 2 years and it's really been 18 months. That's going to need to be fixed immediately. Or maybe the same with your job. You've been on your job 2 years, but it's really been 19 months. That's going to need to be fixed immediately. Maybe you have money in the bank and you listed that money, but maybe that money's there because you just sold something, a car, a bike, a four-wheeler, whatever. That's going to need to be discussed with the loan officer so that we're on the path of the right paperwork. And so you want to make sure that that step 2 is that you go through that with the loan officer. Step number 3, if you want a real approval, provide the documentation, because that can lead to so many problems that are unforeseen until the documentation comes. And you don't want that to be when you're already under contract for a house. So get them that documentation they need. Make sure it's every single page, regardless of what's on the page. If it says 5 pages, give 5 pages. If you look at your tax returns, you think, do they need this page? Just assume yes and go ahead and send it in. Because after that, you can pretty much get a nice solid pre-approval and then pick your realtor and then start shopping for that perfect house. Thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you in the next one.